I like that new fade that StreamYard does. That's kind of cool.
Well, it kind of defeats the part which we're trying to do, which was make a hard cut.
I know, but I don't expect the whole world to revolve around me. And overall, I like. Shut up, Jeremiah. I don't even want to hear you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest Disney news update right here on Laughing Place Television, LPTV. My name is Doobie Mosley. Wearing my pink polo today, one of my favorite non-Disney shirts, although it's getting a little roomy. My co-host over there is my favorite managing editor of Laughing Place, Kyle Burbank.
Hello.
And we're going to talk some Disney news today. We're actually going to bring in some non-Disney news today, but it's still exciting to Disney fans. So I keep hitting this. I don't think it's doing anything. Maybe this is doing something. And we're going to have a special guest today. And he puts the special in special guest. We'll bring him on very shortly. But we start today, like we start every show, with a look at the stock price for the Walt Disney Company.
I haven't looked today.
Share that screen. All right. So it seems like every day. Oh, the wrong screen share.
Just keep on sinking lower, lower.
Well, it doesn't sink, but it underperforms the market every single day. It seems that we've been doing this.
Well, yesterday was up, right? It outpaced.
No, I don't know where it ended, but when we did our check, it was a little bit under the market. My recollection.
I thought it was up.
But. Okay. Percentages are hard. So anyway, the S&P today is at a whopping 3960, up 0.69%, not an insignificant amount. Kyle, your prediction on the Walt Disney Company stock?
Let's say up.
It is up. That is not the right page. Sorry, I'm doing some research here. It is up. It is up basically the same.
It's very close, yeah.
But it is very close. Still a ways away from 100, though, that magical number that used to be like a floor and now seems to be a ceiling for this company. All right, so we had some breaking news. Did it just post on our site?
It did. It's posted. It's tweeted. I haven't confirmed that it actually works, but everything else.
All right, well, let's get that breaking news on here. D23, the official Disney fan club, has announced a bunch of 2023 member events, and lucky for us, we have a D23 member in our midst. Jeremiah Good is going to join us to talk about what's going on with D23. Jeremiah, what did they announce?
They announced everything we expected them to normally announce. So every year they do their announcements, things that are coming this year or this upcoming year. They're focusing again on the anniversaries. Probably my favorite was they're doing an anniversary screening, probably something fun for Roger Rabbit or Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Really, the biggest thing that came out of it is Destination D23 was announced. And not only was it announced for a date that we weren't used to.
So what are we used to for Destination D?
For the past 4 Destination Ds, it's been mid-November, usually the week before Thanksgiving. That just so happens to coincide with IAPA being in town. So everything seems to work out that way. This one is September 8th through the 10th.
So in D23 Expo territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly 1 year after Expo, basically. So for the newer people here, what exactly is Destination D? How does it compare to the Expo itself, especially since they're both 3 days?
So Destination D and D23 Expo are very different events. D23 Expo is very much like a Comic-Con or a large con where you're running around a convention floor for 3 to 5 days trying to see everything. Destination D it has taken place at the Disneyland Hotel and at the Contemporary Hotel here in Florida. And it's essentially, you're sitting in the ballroom for most of the day, and they're just doing great presentations. Last time we had the debut of some of the Moana music, or Encanto music. The time before that, we actually had a full presentation of the Moana music. So for me, I love D23 Expo, but Destination D is much more I don't want to say easy, but it's less stressful. You go in, you get your seats, you sit there, you go for your break. It's much like you're in school. You sit down and they tell you things, but more entertaining.
Okay. And that is September 8th through 10th. And these are not complimentary events, right? You do have to pay for these.
Correct. And there is no information on when tickets will go on sale. So that may come later today. We just got the basics. Some of the other stuff that was announced, Disney 100, as we know, the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia is getting they're the home of the start of the traveling exhibit, and that opens in February. But at the same time, or sometime around there, D23 is going to have an event at the Walt Disney Studio lot that will coincide with that to celebrate the 100 years of Disney. Kind of nice that it's just down the street from where all the 100 years actually started, in a garage.
Okay, I can see some. It looks like one of the other things they're doing again this year is they're going to Marceline, right?
Yes, that one's an exciting one. They hadn't really done that. I think when they did it last year was the second or third time in the entire run. So hopefully this time I'll get to visit Marceline. I know just about everybody else that is really cool on our team has been to Marceline.
Well, I live in the state and I still haven't gone, so I think I get first dibs.
I thought you already went to that.
By the way, I've never been to Marceline either.
Oh, well, I thought Kyle had.
No, I haven't,
Apparently.
surprisingly.
There are no cool people here. So Marceline
Confectionery.
Marceline is, of course, Walt Disney's boyhood home. A lot of people mistakenly think Walt Disney was born in Marceline, but he was born in the tiny city of Chicago, Illinois, but did move to Marceline and had his formative years there. And apparently for those who go there, they can clearly see how Main Street evolved from there, right, Jeremiah?
Yes, and by formative, you mean he was there for like 6 years? Yeah.
But, you know.
I know. That's how the story goes, and that's what Walt used to say is formative years. And I always laughed at that. I was like, you were there when you were not even 10? Like, I think he left when he was 8. So, but that is
as every parent knows, whatever your child has achieved by 8 years old will be indicative of what they achieve for the rest of their life. And Gideon, I hope you're not watching today.
Some of the other signature events that are returning, they're going to continue the tour of the Walt Disney Studios, which is always a popular one. Those always sell out quite quickly. They're doing D23 nights with Disney Theatrical, and those have already been announced early next year. In Southern California, one night they're seeing Frozen, and then 2 nights later they're seeing The Lion King, and they're back to back. And I just did The Lion King 25th in New York, and it was an amazing event. Anybody that's been to a Broadway show has seen talkbacks where the creators come out and talk. These were 2 of the people that not only helped create the animated feature, but also wrote the book for the Lion King musical, and were just lots of fun to tell stories. And we hung out there probably about an hour and a half, which I felt like they were trying to kick us out about an hour in.
And then they also mentioned that later on they're anticipating doing an event for Hercules as when it debuts at the Paper Mill Playhouse in New Jersey.
Hercules.
Yes.
Movie.
The other films having anniversary screenings. Thank you. Well, don't make me show the picture. Finding Nemo, Mulan, Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town. They're going to have again Mickey's of Glendale online and in-person shopping opportunities, advanced screening and open night screenings of new films, and the return of Light Up the Season in December. So all your favorite events, D23 Expo members, are D23 members. Gold members are coming back, it sounds like.
Yes, and I'm sure this is just the tip of the iceberg, because D23 seems to add stuff. As we saw 2 weeks ago, they added the Walt's plane dedication, and then they also added Light Up the Season within 2 weeks of the event. So it's always good to have notifications on for D23, because you never know what they will add and what fun events will sell out in minutes.
And you can get all these details, of course, on laughingplace.com. I'm guessing probably our top story right now, if it's not as prominent on the front page. easy to find on laughingplace.com. We're going to keep you around, Jeremiah. Do you mind?
I'm good.
All
Should
right.
I
So our
change
next,
my shirt? Should I take off the D23 shirt?
I'm just happy you're not wearing one of those cool Roosevelt shirts because you don't deserve it. Our, our next story today is not Disney, but it is Disney adjacent, and the vast majority of Disney fans do care. Illuminations, Villains Con, Minion Blast. I recognize what some of these words mean. It's coming to Universal Studios, Florida, and exciting. Jeremiah, you know as much about Universal as anyone I know, having spent your formative years working there. So, what are your impressions of what's going on here?
My impressions are very much it's going to be screen-based attraction.
So this is where Shrek 4D was. Yeah,
Correct.
where Shrek 4D was. That does not look like that large of a building to have. Is this a ride?
No, from the description, and one of the nice things about being so in with people that help design, create, you hear stories of what could be coming, and this was a story that I heard could be coming right before they closed down Shrek 4D, of this amazing attraction that you'll be standing on a moving walkway and you'll be shooting things with a handheld. Sorry, you'll be, I don't remember, blasting things with a handheld blaster, and the mirrors that you'll be blasting at will transform you. So apparently it's going to be very much like the end of Spaceship Earth, where they put you in a cartoon.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was just like a Snapchat filter.
That too. Same difference.
He's not hip enough to say
I
that.
always say, Snapchat is like Spaceship Earth at home. That's how I always.
Technology we know something about.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's going to be a fun addition for the children, for the kids. I'm not a huge fan of the 25 Minions Despicable Me films that have been released so far. After like the second or third one, I kind of lost interest. And the fact that all of Universal Studios Florida the entrance will be Illuminations Despicable Me will be your first welcome into Universal Studios Florida is a bit sad. I mean, not that Shrek 4D was much better, but it wasn't just overwhelming of yellow people wanting bananas.
Yeah, and they are expanding the area. So in addition to Minion Mayhem, there's going to be a whole Minion Land. There's going to be a Minion Cafe coming as part of this announcement. So it really is going to be a whole very yellow themed area.
And I'm just going to read real quick the exact description they've given this for this attraction. Villain Con Minion Blast combines innovative screen technology, state-of-the-art gaming interactivity, and elaborate physical sets to create a one-of-a-kind game-based adventure where guests encounter immersive environments, nefarious villains, and tons of mischievous minions from Illuminations films in a whole new way. The world-class attraction transports guests to Villain Con, the biggest criminal convention on the planet, to take part in an epic competition to see if they have what it takes to become the newest member of the Vicious Six, a notorious group of supervillains from the hit film Minions: Rise of Gru. I think you described it well, Jeremiah.
Wasn't there one line that
Guests who are up for the challenge will grab an interactive blaster and step onto a motion-based pathway to put their
that's
skill.
the one? So either you'll be on a moving walkway or you'll be on some platform that bounces back and forth.
To be honest, the most exciting thing about this announcement to me, let's see if I can, what I got here, is right here. I went to Universal Studios California not so long ago, and the Minions Cafe is a great place to eat. So I am thrilled they made that part of the announcement, adding that to the land as well.
Yeah, and the Minions Cafe will take over, of course, the Universal Monsters Cafe, so it'll be much larger than that, and a lot of indoor seating will be great.
Oh, wonderful!
Did they have the Gru logo on the sandwiches when you were there? Because they did when they first opened, and I thought it went away fairly quickly. But
I don't think it was there when we were both. Doobie and I went right after the pandemic, or the first day of opening for Universal, and we ate there, and I don't remember that.
Yeah, so maybe it's something that went away and never returned. But yeah, that was when it first opened. They used to grill the Despicable Me logo or whatever Gru's net thing is called on there.
So we're going to have more on Universal Studios later in the show. We have reporters today at both California Universal and Florida Universal, and we're going to do our best to go live to both of them. But we're going to get to that later. Right now,
We're covering the Universal universe.
The Yuleverse. Is that what anybody here watch Santa Claus is?
No, but that was the episode title, so I just saw that because I posted Marshall's recap, which you can find on laughingplace.com in case you want to read about what you just watched.
I did watch it last night. That show is. I'm really hoping the payoff is going to be worth the time, but
it was for Tim.
Yes.
I have not gotten into the Santa Claus. I watched for a couple episodes. It's not clicking for me. I'm loving Willow, but my wife is still watching it, so I got to hear the Yuleverse, and that was the best part of it.
It has definitely gotten better since the initial episode, but it is still very rough. I definitely see that they said, "Hey, Tim, you want a paycheck?" And he said yes. And
ouch.
It really,
he's a Disney legend. You gotta keep him employed.
Yeah.
Don't make him sound like Michael Caine, who did Jaws the Revenge to put his kids through college or pay for his apartment in Paris. All right. Next up on our agenda, you sticking around, Jeremiah? You good today?
Sure, I'm good.
I love this, Jeremiah. A wealth of insights. Next up on our agenda is Disney Plus. Disney Plus has decided today. I guess they didn't decide today.
They didn't decide. They announced it months ago.
Iger, that they've increased prices. So if you're used to paying $7.99 a month, you can still watch Disney Plus. But now you get the privilege of watching Disney Plus Plus, where the second plus stands for commercials, as they launch their ad-supported tier today, featuring advertisers like State Farm, Red Bull, JCPenney, Airbnb. They put out an image. Did I save out that image?
Red Bull gives you wings.
What?
I said Red Bull gives you wings.
So
Red Bull is one of the ones when you're listening to that off is like one of these things is not like the other.
They are proud of their advertisers. They put out this image showing all over 100 advertisers. They are very proud of who they've been able to get to spend money on their network.
I'm excited about an Aflac duck showing up in my ads.
So I tried to find on Twitter, because this launched today, to get a sense of how often the ads are showing, people giving any impressions, but I wasn't able to find anything yet, unfortunately. So let's look at the pricing increase that they made. Disney Plus is now $7.99. That's Disney Plus Basic. I'm sorry, $7.99 for an ad-supported tier. Disney Bundle Duo, which is Disney Plus with ads and Hulu with ads, it's $9.99. Disney Bundle Trio, Disney Plus, Hulu Plus, and ESPN Plus, all with ads, is $12.99. And Hulu with ads plus live TV, which is the above, plus Hulu live TV, is $69.99. If you would like Disney Plus Premium, which means you do not have ads, it now costs $10.
I'd call Disney Plus Classic.
But they don't. And here we go. And so if you go to sign up for Disney Plus now, you get these options. You can sign up for Basic, or you can sign up for Premium. And it shows here the difference is not only no ads, Premium is the only version that allows you to download episodes. So if you care about that for watching on the go, that's important too.
Doobie, on there, do they have the year subscription rate?
Not on what I saw. Kyle, do you happen to know that?
I think it's just add another digit. I think it has been.
Add a 0 at the end, or
a 9.
Shift it over and add a 9. So I found this cool graphic that compares pricing for Disney Plus compared to other platforms, and obviously they vary. Roku has various ones depending on how many people and stuff, but this is still a good overview. And Disney Plus, which when it launched was, I can't believe Disney Plus is so cheap, is no longer, I can't believe Disney Plus is so cheap. It is the third most expensive of the platforms behind only Hulu and HBO Max, which charges $15 a month for a ad-free experience, which is quite a lot. But Disney Plus now up to $10.99, no more $4.99, which is I believe what they were when they launched 3 years ago, and they are definitely aiming towards profitability, not just getting subscribers.
One of the things about HBO Max and also Paramount Plus, they quite often offer specials, like you get the year for $99.99, that type of offer around the holiday. I know they had one for Black Friday that I signed up for both Paramount and HBO Max, and it was much less than the monthly.
That's good too. Jeremiah. One really interesting thing I saw going around, it's on Disney's own site. Roku devices do not currently support basic Disney Plus. So even if you go on your computer and you buy Disney Plus Basic with the ad supported tier, you cannot watch that on your Roku device at this time. And the only thing they can say is right now, either go to premium or watch it on a different device. So if you're a Roku user, you want to watch Disney Plus Basic with ads, you're out of luck, at least as of right now.
Weren't we having, was it Fire Stick when Disney Plus first launched that was having lots of problems with it? That it was delayed a little bit?
Yeah, I don't think it was ready on launch day on Fire Stick. And maybe that's just a similar thing here. Hopefully. I mean, that's a huge, we watch Disney Plus through Roku. I don't think our subscription, we bought 3 years when the service launched at the Expo, only to find out it's free with our Verizon. So we have yet to actually start that 3-year subscription on Disney Plus. I think we're good until they start switching it to Disney Adventures Magazine. Also, in terms of price increases, we've got another price increase today. Jeremiah, are you going out to the parks today? You can get some cool video of the prices.
Yes, my cool video of the prices is here's a screen where I have to sit for 5 minutes as it tries to rotate, and it doesn't seem anything different. Prices increased today, making the parks way expensive. As if our CEO was on here, he would think that it was still $34.99 a ticket for a day.
So what they launched today was the price of tickets varies depending on the park. So unfortunately, 2 of the parks, when I looked at this, were sold out already today. So this is actually going out a few days when I got this screenshot. I'm not sure which the date it is. The 11th. So on the 11th, the Magic, and this only applies to one-day tickets where they fluctuate the pricing. Magic Kingdom is $164, Epcot's only $159, Animal Kingdom's only $149, and Hollywood Studios is also $164. So on any given day, which price is most expensive, least expensive, the variation can totally differ for one-day tickets. Jeremiah.
I was going to let you continue, but I think we need to point out the most important part of the screenshot, and that's in the bowl, because that is the biggest change to this, other than charging more.
Yeah. So when you purchase your theme park ticket for this day, it automatically will create a reservation on that day as well. Whereas before that was a separate process, which seemed silly. And just to give you some idea, this is the calendar for the month we're in, which is December, and you can see how the prices fluctuate. What's available on can you still get a New Year's Eve? No, New Year's Eve. It's also for Animal Kingdom.
You can do New Year's Eve at Animal Kingdom, can't you? Isn't that?
It's still a thing, I'm pretty sure. All right. I'm going to show you a cool commercial in just a moment, but let me just quickly give a heads up to our folks in the field that we are hoping to go to them soon. Oops, wrong link, Mike. Sorry.
I thought coming in at the same time. I thought you just sent everybody the link to get into the room. That would have been fun.
We've done it before. All right. Close that. So Disney News Plus, which is an Instagram follow, pretty good size. It's actually, Disney News Plus. So apparently they got a look at, I don't know how they got this. My hunch would be they just saw it and recorded it, but that's purely a hunch. But they got a look at the new Disney 100 commercial for the Disneyland Resort. So let's take a look at that together. We're hearing an echo on the stream. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like kind of garbled when anyone but you talks.
Shut up. Oh, where? Okay, well, I can't take the blame for that one.
Actually, you can.
Why?
Well, because if it happens when anyone but you is talking, it means that it's probably on your end because our voices are coming through and echoing back.
Yeah, mine hasn't. There it is.
You don't even have speakers. All right, I'm going to refresh this page just in case. So you guys talk while I leave and come back and hopefully correct this.
All right.
Talk. Shall we sing a song?
See, and it went away. Amazing how that works, Jeremiah.
I know, isn't that like?
And he's the IT guy.
I was worried about that.
Well, we talked, I promise.
All right.
Still there.
Okay. I hate my computer lately. I just want to make that clear.
But we're going to take a look at this commercial. This one is specifically Disneyland, correct?
Yes, this is Disneyland.
I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of these commercials for all of the parks.
Especially on Disney Plus, ad-based.
Here, why don't you guys answer this question while I get this ready?
Probably, but not the high ticket stuff. It'll probably be the lower things that some people might not even know exists right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially like we're still seeing some of the stuff that they initially greenlit that some of it ended up on YouTube. Some of it just ended up being unceremoniously dumped. So they're probably going to cut back in that aspect. But I would guess things like Mysterious Benedict Society. Unfortunately, I don't see that getting a third season.
Did they die in the finale? I haven't watched it yet.
No, I would say that they don't. But I would say that there's room for a third season, but I don't know if that'll happen.
I also
Thank you,
don't
guys.
see another season of the Mighty Ducks. Just put it out of its misery.
Like Game Changers. I thoroughly enjoy Game Changers for what it is. A nice, simple family show. No complaints. All right, let's take a look at this commercial. Give me a thumbs down if you can't hear it.
Time to reading is fun.
That almost
this is
looks like
California on it.
they filmed it in a movie theater. Like they were filming it on the screen from a commercial there.
It sounds better, by the way, Doobie.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Did that not give you all the feels?
It did not.
It did not? Really?
No, it's just reading and then a mouse. Like, it's not that exciting.
Remember the 50th anniversary of Disneyland, those commercials, like when it was like, be a pirate, be a princess. Now we're like, we're a Jedi or an Avenger or anything we've bought lately.
I am a pirate. There's no denying.
All right. That's a good point. So Mike's not quite ready. I want to give him a chance. So let me see if I can find a 50th anniversary commercial real quick.
It's no duck commercial.
It's not the duck commercial.
Don't make me show that. Here's one of the famous 50th anniversary commercials. These are obviously owned by Disney, but I will still give credit to YouTube channel Cow Missing for having this available for us to watch right now. Compare what we just saw, only the first commercial, to this right here.
No, you should have turned left at the pyramid.
Hey, we're gonna miss the anniversary. Maybe we should dog paddle, eh?
Whoa! Sure you got everything you ready? You hosties! You almost fell off that time.
Say, this herd's moving kind of slow, eh?
Almost there. Go left, right. No, left is right. No, I don't have any quarters.
It's our biggest celebration in 50 years, and everybody is going to be there.
The only one missing is you. Log on to find out more about all the new attractions coming this year to the happiest celebration on Earth.
I fell off the stage at the end. Sorry.
Kelsey Grammer made that
To go
commercial.
there. That is a great commercial. You guys are right. That's not even close.
I don't even remember that extended one. Like, I remember the shorter one, but the extended one I think I hadn't seen since I was on the Magic Express, 10 years ago.
Since you guys mentioned it, I hate for anyone out there to not know what we mean by the duck commercial. So everyone get out your tissue.
We saw some real parrots in the last commercial, so now we're going to see some Disneyland parrots.
Here we go, guys. Jeremiah, I know you're going to cry. Also from Cow Missing.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run with the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chased from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star, no matter how close, no matter how far.
It's so good.
Yeah, that they should redo that, or not even redo it. They should just change out the green screen at the end and make it for the part.
I think a violent storm is way more believable in Florida than.
Something about Donald Duck to me suits Paris more than one of the American parks. Maybe it's just my impression of French people. So those are some of our favorite Disney commercials, apparently. The one that we also love as Disneyland fans is the warehouse commercial. I have been unable to find that on YouTube. I really looked for it.
Oh, wow. The most memorable for me is still I'm Too Excited to Sleep.
I still love the DCA, the characters looking over the hedge. Yeah.
No, Over the Hedge is a DreamWorks movie.
All right, guys. This is coming from one of the cool things about doing a live informal show like this is we can go wherever the heck we want to. So this is coming from YouTube channel Alan Brainerd, one of many recordings of this commercial on YouTube. This one has the VCR ticker up there.
Are you sleepy? No. What do you think it's going to be like? Mom says there's even more magical stuff now.
Okay, guys, back to bed.
We're too excited to sleep.
Imagine how excited your kids will be when their favorite Disney stories come to life on a magical Walt Disney World vacation.
You sleep?
No, too excited.
I heard that.
Can I tell you my biggest pet peeve with the modern Walt Disney World commercials?
What?
The way the kid's like, ooh, I want to ride the monorail. Like it's some exciting thing and not just a function of getting to the park.
Okay. As a parent of a child, unlike
Gideon does not qualify.
That was by far his favorite ride at Walt Disney World, and he was very happy to just ride the monorail all day.
But she's like making bookings for them. Like, what do you want to do? Like, oh, I want to ride the monorail. Be like, okay, well, dream bigger, kid.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to ride in between the TTA and or TTC and the Poly or Contemporary?
We got to show one more, and then we're going to move on to other stuff, I promise. But this is my personal favorite Disney.
We went on a Disney cruise with Mickey and Goofy. I had my own club, and my mom had a mud bath with Daddy.
The ship had a great spa. It's no funny.
And guess what? At the island, Captain Hook was there.
You just get back?
That was a year ago.
That's my baby brother. His name is Joe, but Mom calls him a little souvenir.
Obviously, we all had a great time.
Disney Cruise Line. Come discover uncharted magic.
I'm gonna start to do my hair like that one guy in the elevator.
See, that's why the boat was rocking.
Oh, come on, Kyle.
I
That was from Space
what?
YouTube channel Spaceman01. Come on, Kyle. All right, so those are some of our favorite commercials. If you're out
Please
there and
tell
you
us
have
your
a
favorite commercial.
yeah, we'll show it right now, thanks to YouTube. All right, we're gonna move on to a couple other things for our fun stuff before we should have Mike. He's watching a show right now, so hopefully we'll still be on when he's done. But let's get to some fun stuff real quick. So yesterday we did not do This Day in Disney History because Kyle had to run. So let's do one that we would have done yesterday, which was, I believe the year was 2000. What's that? I do have this info. In 2009, I believe, but I'm an idiot. I didn't. No, that can't be right. Sorry, 1999. All right, I don't know the year.
I'm so excited to hear what this is.
I don't know the year. I should know the year, and I'm embarrassed that I didn't write it down. But it was December 7th. Cynthia Harris was named the president of the Disneyland Resort. Those of us who were Disneyland fans back at that time know that she was. I feel like that was when the fandom really got huge, was around that era, mostly when Paul Pressler was president and he was despised by the fans, quote, the fans. So when he was promoted to head the parks and resorts, they named Cynthia Harris the president, and she was loved by the fans, adored by the fans. And she was kind of the first, I think, the first real celebrity Disney executive, or at least Disney park executive. And we at Laughing Place were extremely privileged on July 14, 2000 to publish an interview with Cynthia Harris, which these days would be no big deal. But back then, as a website, to be given the opportunity to interview the president of Disneyland, and we were the first website to be given, independent, Disney had done it, but the first independent website to be given any kind of access like that. So that was a huge deal for us. And I remember that interview really, really well. I'm going to say I think, no, but I remember that interview well. We did it at Plaza Inn, Disneyland. It was a lot of fun. I did the interview. And so Cynthia Harris, former president of Disneyland, happy anniversary. Jeremiah, were you a Disneyland fan back then?
Yes. And no, Cynthia Harris was not one of my favorites. She and Paul Pressler, I feel, were very much the let's make Disneyland a mall people.
But he was like, though, it was like Josh and Chapek. They were, when all this stuff was happening, but Pressler got all the blame for everything and Harris got all the praise for everything. So the mall, that was Pressler, Jeremiah, not Cynthia.
I can remember Cynthia walking around DCA with her guardians around her, very, very much like I think we would have seen Chapek if he was in the park. With you cannot get within 6 feet of him, not because of your mask rule, but because we don't want anything thrown.
I had no trouble.
You can't walk up to him like you could Walt Disney. So
no.
Cynthia Harris went around the park often, and she loved meeting guests. Okay, we just heard from Luke, our guy in Florida. So hopefully we'll be able to get to him after Mike as well. But we shall see. She did come to the parks from Disney Store, so you might be onto something here on that.
Not
Also,
Children's Place, at least.
This Day in Disney History, 2008, MarketWatch named one Robert A. Iger the CEO of the year, 2008. I believe he took that award and rode off into the sunset, never to be heard from again.
Like a boomerang.
Back again. So I'm curious, Jeremiah, would you say in any way that Bob Iger kind of evokes Walt Disney?
Bob Iger definitely evokes Walt Disney, feels much more than the previous person that I'll be dinged for the rest of my life for saying, yes, I understand that. No, he very much, actually, I think Bob is more like Mr. Rogers, especially when he has the little cardigan on. Yeah.
My goodness, Kyle, you're cruel.
I'm not.
That was the later years. That was the later years. Sorry, Kyle sending me something that people are happy when Cynthia Harris left. Obviously, first of all, it's two S's, so this could be a different Cynthia Harris. Obviously, there were plenty of people happy when she left, but she was, relative to Paul Pressler at least, she was pretty beloved. Let me give a quick check to Diz Twitter, see if any new stuff has come out, because I really do want to hang out here until Mike comes on. If you guys have anything that's, of interest, Jeremiah, what you been up to? Living in
Well, this past weekend I was out. We talked about this, where I was able to be with Mike at the dedication of Walt's plane in the Palm Springs Air Museum. That was really neat to see and hear the announcements about the changes that are coming. And then there was also, I had the chance to be at Disneyland to see Candlelight on Sunday, which for me is one of the real Disney traditions, because that's been going since 1958, and seeing it on Main Street still is just the most magical part of it.
So who was the hostess this who was the host this year?
Viola Davis.
And how was that experience?
It was amazing. Her voice was perfect. The storytelling is always the key. Yes, the music and everything is what drives people, but the storytelling has to be there. And she did an excellent job. Also, as some of my friends pointed out, it always seems to be that Disney magic. It was raining, or it was misty before the show. Show went off, clouds cleared, sky opened, moon shone down on us. And then right afterwards, as we were trying to exit, the rain started hitting.
Rain came down, down, down.
But I also got a chance to go on It's a Small World Holiday, which was lots of fun. I hadn't been on that, to see the 25th or the edition of the Child in the Wheelchair, which was really, really nice, small touch. I know people have been like, how dare they? But really,
think about that.
Yeah. People need to get over everything.
That one, I mean, I'm one to complain when they do something, but that one's anyway. So I have the opinion that Small World Holiday is easily the best holiday overlay in Disney. My son thinks I'm an idiot. What say you, Jeremiah?
If we're doing in the history, Country Bear Christmas wins. If we're doing in the current day, I would say Small World Holiday overall wins. I love Haunted Mansion Holiday, but that's, that has almost become more prominent than regular Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. So,
yeah, that's true. Have you ever seen video of the old Mine Train Through Nature's Winterland?
No.
He doesn't watch trivia.
I know, but you do, so I can still get away with that. All right. Mike Celestino will be joining us shortly. He's already done an interview with a huge celebrity, so we're going to go ahead and watch that interview real quick together.
Mike from Laughing Place. Okay, good. Hey, let me get ready, Mike.
Okay.
There we go.
Excellent.
How do I look?
You look perfect.
I know.
I don't have to tell you.
Right.
Mr. Grinch.
Uh-huh.
It's good to see you again.
Thank you. Good to be back.
It's chilly this morning. How do you feel about the weather?
I can't tell. All underneath all this fluff and stuff, all I get is a cool 72. You know what I mean?
That's very nice. I wish I had your outfit.
You say that until you have to clear out the drain from the shower, which I only take about once a month. So let's just say there's an abundance.
How long has it been now since the last shower?
So last shower? 4 weeks.
Okay, so you're due, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I like to do it around Thanksgiving, just to show my appreciation for all the plumbers out there.
Well, I thank you for that. At least it's good to know that you're keeping clean. Tell me a little bit about Grinchmas this year.
Let's see. This year, we got a fantastic jubilation. We got a 65-foot tree. We got an entire Whoville celebration committee that likes to get out there and strut their stuff. I got a whole line that you can get in to take a picture with me. And then Max has his own queue this year, which is pretty great, to be honest with you, because that little guy needs attention and a lot of it, let me tell you. And let's see what else. We got cookies. We got photo ops. You can actually send stuff in the mail. You can buy treats. You can buy pictures with me all over it, and I would say buy a lot of those because that helps me out a lot.
How about some of the shows that happen here in front of the tree? I noticed these benches set up.
Oh yeah, that's for the tree lighting extravaganza that we have nightly.
Okay.
All the way to January 1st, I believe, this year.
Tell me a little bit about that. What happens during the tree lighting?
Well, we do a brief kind of Cliff Notes version of what I did a few years ago.
Okay.
And then we kind of wrap it all up with a nice bow. We say our goodbyes, and you get to be like, "Oh, look how great the Grinch was." That's pretty much it.
Excellent. So, lastly, how are you feeling about Christmas these days?
Normally I'm kind of a nod on a log if you get to my meeting. But this year I'm feeling pretty optimistic. I mean, this place hasn't burned down yet, but I'm hopeful.
Excellent. Well, it's very, very nice to see you again, and I hope that you have a wonderful Grinchmas here at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Well, you know what? Don't hold your breath.
Okay.
Or do. Good grief.
I will do that. Thank you very much, Mr. Grinch. See you next year.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh man, that was harsh.
You remember when they used to have celebrity narrators at Grinch?
I was just asking my friend about that. I'm like, do you guys still do the celebrity narrators? And
I
they
mean,
paused,
celebrity in quotes. It's no candlelight.
Come on, they had Maria Menounos and
Extra.
Zach Slater or whatever his name was.
I did not know they did that. That's cool.
Yeah.
No idea.
They read, just like you'd read from the Bible, they read Grinchmas. Same thing.
Really cool. That's actually really cool. So, Jeremiah, I know you're a huge Universal guy. What do you remember Santa Kong?
Yes, I have a picture of it from the one time that I was on it, and that was going on when I worked there. But as most employees, cast members, team members, when you work somewhere, you don't go into the park and play that often. And I missed out on it multiple times. I do remember it, and I'm glad that I can be part of this small group that remembers the ho, ho, ho.
If you don't remember Santa Kong, lucky for you, Laughing Place does. We have this video we took way back in 2002. We're going to watch Santa Kong together.
I can't tell you the title of this film, but I can tell you it features one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, starring as Santa Claus in an all-new holiday spectacular.
I know that tour guide too.
So folks have those I hear some pretty wonderful things have been going on in here.
This is the previous King Kong experience before it burned down. So it's based on that one.
Thanks,
the figure
Bob
created
Gurr.
by Bob Gurr.
I gotta break some news to you folks. You see that snow in the buildings? It's not real. It's fake. It's Hollywood snow. In fact, when they were filming that scene from It's a Wonderful Life that you see on the TV screens, it was 90 degrees outside. They had to make Jimmy Stewart his own personal snowstorm. And he certainly seems to be enjoying it. It's almost under a big Hollywood star. Something really big that's going to also rock a holiday cheer. I wonder who it could be. Oh, on the right, it's Santa Claus.
I so wish we could go back in time with our cameras now and re-record this stuff.
He's just as advertised. So he normally has banana breath. For this, he had candy cane breath, right? Peppermint.
Yeah. Oh, they turned off the bridge tilt, or it wasn't working that day. Wait, how far does this video go? Let's see.
No. 20 years removed. This is kind of silly.
Hey, it snowed in there, and the kids from Wizards were in his head. So if you would have kept the camera going and gone along the wall there, you would have saw my initials the only time I've ever tagged something.
So, what is your history with you? I know you have to go, but what's your history with Universal? Toward what makes you an expert?
I started there. Well, as a kid, Universal was closer to where I grew up and less expensive than Disneyland. So we could do the buy a day, get the rest of your life for free pass. So we would do that every couple of years. I actually saw them filming Back to the Future 3 on the back lot when it was all done up, like 2015. I'm sorry, Back to the Future 2. And then I started working there in 1994 through 2001. And I worked running all the major attractions. And when I left the company, I was a tram tour supervisor. So that was my baby. That's why I could identify that tour guide. And I could picture his face as he was saying these words. Yeah.
That's really awesome. Well, I appreciate you spending an hour with us today, Jeremiah. I know you have a life to lead. So
anytime. It was nice to spend the morning with you guys.
It's been real.
It's been fun. Bye, guys.
See you later. All right. Mike Celestino should be joining us any moment now. Kyle keeps having to mute because there's someone talking in the background, but that's okay.
I asked them to close the door, but they're not watching the stream, so they can't hear me say that.
We accommodate. I'm trying to think of what else we've got going. Let me check the Twitter again because I really want to stick around. You know what? He just showed up. All right. Mike C, give me a nod if you're ready. You can hear me? All right, there's a nod. All the way from Universal Studios Hollywood, we have Mike Celestino. How you doing, Mike?
Good. I didn't bring my earbuds, so I can't hear you that well, but I can see.
We just watched your interview with Mr. Grinch. How was that in person? He's kind of rude.
Sorry, there's a helicopter flying over.
Great timing. Well, why don't I'll just ask you to tell us what's going on as you walk around a bit.
Okay, I'm walking around Whoville right now. There's the Grinchmas tree. This is where you meet Max the dog. So people are lining up over here. Let me see if I can get a look at Max. Can't really see him because people are in the way. There he is.
Max the dog is a real dog, right?
Back there. So you line up to meet Max there. Let's see, there's a Grinch snowman. This is going to be a gift shop that will open soon. There's our other friend Max. And then Whoville Post Office. This is where you can send letters to the Grinch. Send him a postcard. Then we've got Whovilicious Treats. This is where you can pick up some snacks and desserts and beverages. Let's see, jumbo donuts.
I'm gonna say anything you can
mini
have.
Donuts, churros, cotton candy, cookies, cocktails. And then this is the refreshment stand where you can pick up a Grinch popcorn bucket. That looks like this.
Now, do their popcorn buckets actually function like popcorn buckets, or do you think it's more of a...
There's also Grinch-shaped cotton candy. There's a popcorn bucket. Okay, and then the main attraction, of course, is meeting the Grinch himself, who's right over here, posing for photos with fans, with guests.
We showed your video of the Grinch. He's pretty rude.
Hi again.
Hey, you're back!
I'm back.
Fortunately, Mike can't hear us out there, so.
I am, yes, thank you. He remembered me. The Grinch remembered me.
We saw.
And then this is where they do the story time with Cindy Lou Who show over here. So the kids can all sit on the stage, and Cindy Lou comes out and tells the story of how the Grinch stole Christmas. And here's all the show times on the sign here. Story time with Cindy Lou Whoville Welcome Committee. That's the show that I just recorded, so we'll have that up on YouTube soon. And then the Hula Day tree lighting is this evening at 5:30. And then
What area? Where is this in the park?
Activities. What'd you say?
Where exactly in the park is this?
So this is in what's called Universal Plaza, I think, which is the center of the upper lot.
And
you get that?
I did. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Mike. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll let you get back to work. Thanks so much for joining us. Before we leave you, though, we want to get bi-coastal Universals. So I hope you're ready, Luke. Here we are.
I'm ready. Hello.
Two Universals
Yes.
at one time. We can hear you just fine.
Oh, excellent.
This is cool.
I'm here.
So
Bi-coastal
I'm
Universal.
gonna let you go, Mike. You can get back to work and
Around
Luke,
the universe. That should be
how
a
you
show.
doing? Oh, that's funny.
I'm doing good. How are we all doing here?
We are great. So it looks like you're actually at Universal. You're not in IOA, right?
Yeah, I went into Universal. I usually end up going to Universal first. I'm not sure why. Just usually end up there and then end the day at IOA.
Cool. Well, good, because I was hoping you would be here. I wanted to get a look. I know there's some changes that were just announced here, so I wanted to go to those locations if we could.
Yeah, we can absolutely do that. That was another reason why I thought going to Universal would be a good idea.
I believe they might have put the poster that we got for the new attraction up in that construction area.
I believe they did that too. So we're right around the corner from it. The new, here's the old Despicable Me attraction.
It's gonna be real
And
funny
it-
when this thing they just announced today opens before Tron.
Right. And yes, Kyle, you are 100% right. There's the sign.
Illuminations, Villain Con, Minion Blast. We talked about that earlier in the show. New attraction just announced today where Shrek 4D used to be. You have any thoughts on this, Luke?
Well, first, here's the entrance
Wall.
to it. They haven't really done anything to it. But yeah, no, I'm curious about it because they haven't released too many details. But the rumors going around are that it'll be some sort of moving walkway based shooting experience.
Yeah, that's basically what they said in their release. I don't know if moving sidewalk was exactly used, but it was something that definitely insinuated that.
And fans of Universal Florida, Universal Orlando, are definitely very happy with moving walkways. We always love a moving walkway.
Well, I'm just shocked that Universal is going to be using a screen-based attraction.
You know, most of their most recent attractions have not been screen-based.
I know.
Like Velocicoaster, Secret Life of Pets. So they're actually getting somewhat away from that.
Now, do you think there'll be a water effect?
Oh, absolutely.
The term they use is motion-based pathway.
So over here you can see this is the former Monsters Cafe, which is becoming Minion Cafe. So this whole area consisting of Despicable Me, the new Villain Con attraction, and then the former Monsters Cafe, now Minion Cafe, is basically the whole front of Universal now.
Minion Land.
Minion Land.
Very yellow. Very yellow.
Yeah.
Hello.
Are the rotating monsters or the non-rotating monsters, are they still there?
No, they were taken out within the last month. I think probably when like shortly after Halloween Horror Nights ended.
Since you just came in, on your way in, did you any activity happening over by the escape room?
No, I didn't get a chance to go over there just yet, but I plan on stopping by a little later.
That opens tomorrow, right?
Yeah, opens up tomorrow. And I know there was some previews of it going on today.
Yeah.
So Luke is actually on a food run today. So do you have ideas about what sort of holiday treats you're going to be sampling?
I am not 100% certain just yet. I do know there's a couple of food trucks right over here. So we can go take a look at that and see what they have. And there's also another food truck or like a stand over by Transformers. And then they have things in like Today Cafe and all that kind of fun stuff. This is the year-round Christmas store, so it's always kind of fun.
Like at Christmas, they should make it something else.
There's a cafe themed to something called the Today Show. What is the Today Show? I thought that was what we're going to name this.
You know, what's really interesting about that cafe is two of the chefs. No, just kidding.
Wow.
Okay, Luke, since you're over here, somewhat over here, I think Jimmy Fallon gets a bad rap. It's not a bad attraction. What do you think?
It's not my favorite attraction, but it's my favorite of that type of attraction.
Yes.
So I prefer it over
Mayhem.
Minion Mayhem and the Simpsons ride.
Wow. Oh, can't wait to tell my son that.
Luke says Simpsons gives him a headache.
But I would go on every ride surrounding Jimmy Fallon over Jimmy Fallon, if that makes sense. Like I'd go on Mummy, Rip Ride Rocket, Transformers, all of those I would go on before I'd go on Jimmy Fallon.
Pretty sure none of those have a panda though.
What was that?
None of those have a panda though, so
that is true. So this food
just
truck
a
over
lounge.
Here, this food truck has Philly sandwiches, so a Philly cheesesteak, chicken Philly, and a vegan chip Philly.
I'm going to include a doobie.
And then over here, Marilyn and Marilyn and the Diamond Bellas are out.
Or Jingle Bellas at this.
You know, when I saw this show the last time I was here, there were only 2 Bellas, and now there's 4.
They're multiplying.
Life finds a way. And they're all female. How is that possible?
Right? And then there's buff, scary Egyptian people out.
Are they scary because they're buff, or?
Yes.
Because they're tall.
A little bit of everything.
Laughing Place Thirst Trap.
Yes. That's exactly what that was. Revenge of the Mummy is still technically in technical rehearsals, which I didn't realize until I was here last. So they don't accept Express Pass or anything like that at the moment.
That's a fun ride. I like
it. It is. Ooh, let's go through my favorite little shortcut. Sting Alley.
Be careful.
Our Zacks of Life poll just went up. If people want to go vote for me and not Doobie or Mac.
Did I win the previous one?
I think you did. I think by like a resounding number. Like I think I got 0 votes in that one. So people should make it up to me and vote for me in this one instead.
I just took the Laughing Place Twitter vote, so no one else can have it. We're now tied. 1-1-1.
Shall we head over to the area that's about to close next month?
Yeah, we should. We should.
Let's do that.
I should tell my son he's lamenting. But,
The air
maybe it's
conditioning
cool.
coming from Transformers feels fantastic.
Is it warm today?
Yeah, it's about 80 out. So
Oh,
I'm
it's
definitely
only warm for
shorts and
British
t-shirt
people.
in it today.
Did Juby just turn up his nose at 80 degrees?
It's not warm. It's perfect.
Is that too much or too cool for you?
I could use warmer than 80. 80 is a little bit cool.
You make no
Kyle
sense.
is now in the lead. Over Mac and Doobie. But the vote's not over
Over
yet.
here they have some more holiday things, more holiday items.
That turkey dinner, you had that before, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you had that at Epcot, my bad. So that definitely sounds up your
Yeah.
alley then.
Yes. I hear it's pretty small though.
Well,
So
wouldn't be the first time.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Mac has caught Kyle. They are now tied for the lead.
Live discussion. We should probably even mention while Luke is walking around, what we did was we each gave each other a Christmas movie. And because Zacks of Life is our Marvel podcast, we had to recast those classic holiday films with actors from the MCU. So Doobie
okay.
recast Die Hard, Mac did Gremlins, and I did Home Alone.
Okay.
And mine was the best.
I mean, I did tee you up. I think I deserve credit. If you win, I get like partial credit.
Yeah, you do, because you did use my favorite movie of all time, which I appreciate.
So they're doing previews of some sort today at the NBC Media Center. So it's probably previews of an upcoming show for the mid-season or something like that.
They used to do that at
Today's
the
show.
MGM Grand for CBS.
Oh,
shows.
interesting. Oh, I definitely remember seeing that before. And then the crepe stand over here, which is added to the park within the last couple of years, has a turkey dinner crepe, which sounds fantastic.
Very thin pancakes.
That's what I think I will be partaking in.
Oh, I thought you were going to be a very thin pancake. I was pretty cool. Okay, we are at Universal Studios Park in Florida. We are on our way to say perhaps our live stream goodbye to Fievel's Playland.
And animal actors, is that?
No, animal actors is sticking around.
Okay.
I'm
So is
pretty
that-
sure it's illegal to close that place.
Well,
They're closing it in Hollywood, though.
yeah, that's where I got confused.
So for you Puss in Boots fans, there's a Puss in Boots photo op over here at the entrance to Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone.
Very popular. Jeez, that was terrible.
So will this sign be taken down next month? There is the question.
I'm being hypnotized by the sign.
She's currently letting off big, deep tones of Christmas music. So this area that we're walking through right now, so animal actors, SpongeBob SquarePants, and of course, E.T. Adventure, all staying. Nothing.
All staying.
Nothing's changing over here.
I don't know how E.T. survived to this day.
Because it's a fantastic ride.
Ugh. Ew. I've gotten back in my son's good graces.
Do you not like E.T.? You like
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, but you don't like E.T.?
You heard me. Did I stutter? As someone who's
This is
seen it,
my-
it'd be nice if the ride had something to do with the movie.
I don't think that's always should be an exclusive, though. I think it's nice that it kind of just takes the the experience of the movie, but not necessarily the storyline.
We'll see. Yeah, Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to do the same thing, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. So no crowd at
So
all
what-
over there right now.
So what exactly is closing? Can you show us? Tell us.
So yeah, so basically everything to my left is staying, and everything to my right is going. So it'll be a nice, easy, clean-cut construction wall to put up. But this is Fievel's Playland, which is themed to the American Tail movies of the early 1990s.
Do you know there are no cats in America?
Yeah, they all came. Now, honestly, I'm pretty sad about this area closing because it's very well done for a children's play area, but obviously it doesn't really, most kids don't know who Fievel is these days, so.
I'm a little sad they didn't pave the streets with cheese.
Oh, I'm not gonna go through that. I'm gonna go through the book. Aha.
Going through the book. Wow.
Going through the book.
How much do you need to crouch to do that?
Quite a lot.
Can you go down the slide?
And I probably could, but I don't think I would fit well. I could definitely go down the water slide, but I don't know if I could hold this while I'm doing that. Which is one of my favorite things about this. I didn't know this existed until like 2 years ago, but there's actually like a dry-ish water slide. So it's like a water slide you would find at a water park. And it's just right here. Up here, I'll show you the end. Well, this is the main part of the slide right here. And then this leads, I'm gonna guess, to a slide. We'll take a look at the water slide coming down.
Do they let you like change into trunks and do this?
I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. I've only done it once, but I remember not getting too crazy wet.
So it's like a slide with water rather than a water slide.
Yeah, water's the propulsion system. So I hope the slide sticks around for whatever they end up retheming this to.
Oh, I didn't realize you're on a raft. Okay, that helps you stay dry.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess
So we don't know what they're building here.
From the sounds of it, from Arumaro and all that jazz, seems like everything's going to stick around, but just be rethemed to new properties.
Cool. Well, thanks for showing us around here, Luke. You're also going to be going to Iowa and checking out Grinchmas over there today, right?
Yeah, whatever fun food I can find around the area.
So this is a food trip.
It sure is, yes.
Okay, and you do have Laughing Place Twitter access, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be
So
tweeting
check
throughout
out-
the day.
Check that out. Appreciate your
Food
time,
and-
Luke.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
You as well.
That was Luke Manning, extraordinaire. And the rude commenter over there is Kyle Burbank. I think that's it, guys. 75 minutes this morning for our Disney News update. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't have anything. Oh, Marvel Time we have planned for 1 p.m. I don't know. That's been canceled. All right.
Yeah.
That's been canceled.
While we were on the air, that got moved to the canceled pile.
Okay. So there will not be Marvel Time today, but we will be back if any big news
It'll be
breaks.
Marvel
Otherwise,
Time in here.
if any big news breaks throughout today, we obviously will come back. Otherwise, I will be back tomorrow morning. Kyle, I think you said you're not going to be here.
I might be here, but I won't be here, but I might be here.
either Kyle or someone else will be joining me because I don't like doing these by myself. It's kind of hard to talk to yourself. So thanks for joining us. And don't forget, laughingplace.com/TV. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Boop.